Shea, thanks for doing this. What a like a whirlwind of events in your life. We'll get into some of that, but just the baseball side, debuting last year at 24 years old. Has it sunk in yet that like you're a full-time big leaguer?
Yeah, I don't know. It was last year was a crazy year, but exciting nonetheless.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just I'm trying to just stay in the moment, stay focused, and keep going.
Yeah. Because of the trade, because of playing a little bit in Las Vegas, and then obviously getting the call up. We'll talk about that later. But I want to go way back to 2016. You're a 34th round draft pick. You're still in high school, and you eventually make the choice to go to Baylor, have your college education, play college baseball there. Seemed like you made the right choice and you liked it, but was that a little bit tempting to say, they're calling me and I want to go?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, being 18 and they're offering to pay you to play baseball,
right?
And baseball is your full-time job. It's definitely tempting, but yeah, I think I made the right choice. I just think I still wanted to be close to home, be close to my parents at the time, and wound up working out.
Now, I saw some video highlights at Baylor. How long did you have the bleached mohawk?
Yeah, that was just for the regional my junior year.
All right,
yeah.
All right, and you're I think playing a saxophone, trumpet. What was that?
I think it was a trumpet.
Was that a thing?
We were going to that region. We were just trying to create some magic. We all dyed our hair. We had some music, some instruments in the dugout. We were just trying to create something.
College experience overall pretty good. Baseball side,
yeah,
right?
A lot of fun.
Yeah. You majored in engineering. Now, I know you didn't go on to finish the degree. We'll talk about that later, maybe if you ever want to go back into that or something like that. But engineering, was that really an interest, or was that just a paperwork thing?
Yeah, it was. So actually, I started engineering. I did that my whole freshman year, and then I wound up switching to kinesiology.
Okay.
Just because the course load, especially in the springtime when we started season, would have been a lot, and I really wanted to focus on baseball. So.
And you knew you were highly regarded and touted as a baseball player, but even when you're in college at that point, you're not sure. Did you ever have a plan B, like in case this isn't going to go right? What are my other options? Or do you not even think about that?
Yeah, I definitely thought about it. I think if I wasn't playing baseball, like if you take sports out of it, I think I would have worked really hard to get a job at like NASA or something.
Really?
I have a big interest in like astronomy and stuff like that.
All right, so eventually, 2019, you're a 9th overall pick. So from the 34th round to 9th overall, what comes with being, top 10 in the draft? Like some accolades and some accomplishment, a little bit of pressure and expectations?
I would say, yeah. I felt the most pressure after my freshman year. Going into my sophomore year, I felt a lot of pressure. Felt like I had to be better than I was my freshman year. Kind of went through that up and down season of battling myself mentally. And once I got past that, it was obviously junior year was my draft year, but it kind of felt like, I don't want to say cruise control, but it just felt more of a natural flow, and just you're going out there and playing baseball.
You've obviously had like the big league debut, which is probably the moment, and the way it happened, which we can talk about later. The way it happened was pretty cool, but getting drafted is probably also one you'll never forget. What was the moment like, maybe waiting for the selections and when your name was ultimately called?
Yeah, it was crazy. So we were in LA the day before playing. We got knocked out by UCLA in the regional.
Yeah.
Me, Davis Wenzel, and the coaching staff flew back that night to be back for the draft. And you're just kind of sitting there, you're waiting for a call, waiting for something. And then finally, you get the call, they're like, oh, the Braves are going to take you with the 9th pick.
Wow.
And it's like, that moment's crazy. And then they say your name on TV. And it's kind of just, like I was just looking for my dad, because me and my dad have been doing this my whole life. And but it's just one of those moments you're so thankful for, because it's like everything you worked so hard for your whole life.
Yeah.
It kind of led to that one moment, and it paid off.
Yeah.
So,
That's tremendous. Now, you're I would say baseball, but also softball family.
Yeah.
Your sister Alexa plays for Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana,
right?
yeah.
And is still actively playing.
Yeah,
right?
she
had
sophomore.
7 RBI in a recent game I saw.
Yeah.
Whoa! And you seem very supportive. And I know I don't think you're a big social media guy, but I did a little scrolling, and you're constantly like pumping her up and sharing her accomplishments. So a couple things on this: is it inevitable that it's just what your family does, play baseball or softball? Is that how she got into it too?
Yeah. I think my sister was actually the athlete of the family, so I just have one younger sister, Alexa, but she did everything growing up, and she was really good at everything. But she loves softball. It's kind of just it's kind of in our blood, I guess, as a family.
You've probably seen a rise ball in person.
I actually have. Yeah.
Could you hit it?
No, could not. I last year before spring training, stopped by Louisiana and got to go in their cages and check out their machines that they do. So I saw the rise ball and the drop ball, and it's ridiculous.
You know what else is a trip too is that running swing that they all have to get out of the
slappers.
Box. And if you're a lefty, obviously it benefits you more. But I also think that the reaction time. How far is the mound away? About 40 something.
44, I think.
So,
44, 46.
Like that ball rising on you, even though it's bigger, it gets on you quick.
Oh yeah.
Like it's hard to even know it's ball or strike. You have a really good eye.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like newfound respect for it, but this is a cool experience that you've got to see her side of it, and you probably feel what?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy because sometimes she'll come to me from like swing advice or like hitting advice. And it's like I've never seen the things that you've seen.
I can't help you.
I'd help as much as I can, but
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I imagine over the years, like she's been equally supportive of your journey
for sure.
too, right?
Yeah.